working on the goal kicking over there?
Oh yeah, we do that every week though. I think no more than usual. It was obviously pretty disappointing between probably Huey and myself to kick as many points as we did, but I don't think you'll see that again from either of us, to be honest. I don't think I've ever had 6 shots on goal anyway, so yeah, a little bit inaccurate, but can't do much about it now, move on, and I won't put any extra time into it. I feel like my preparation is pretty similar every week, and it was just a bit of an anomaly, I suppose.
Has anyone tried to take you up on that beer shout?
yeah, quite a few. Yeah, I was copping a little bit on social media, but that's to be expected.
Is it to be? We were just talking about it then. I mean, is it to be expected? The Broncos came out yesterday and they were talking about fans bullying players on social media, and I know you took a light-hearted approach to it, but do fans sometimes lose track of the fact that you guys are real people and their multi isn't really that important to you? Or
yeah, they probably do lose track of it sometimes, but I've been in the game long enough now that I see a fair bit of that stuff, and I feel like I'm able to cope with it okay. So certainly switching clubs as well helped me deal with that a bit better. You cop quite a bit sometimes, but yeah, I think for me, I've just learned to deal with it, and they're faceless people behind a keyboard a lot of the time. So for me, I just carry on with my own preparation, my own business, and not worry about that. I worry about what people that I care about and care about me think, rather than people I don't even know.
Lachie, give us a bit of an indication. How many messages would you receive after a month like that?
I don't know, countless. Yeah.
Thousands?
Oh, probably not thousands, but hundreds. Yeah. Yep.
Is it hard to get away? Well, I mean, some players turn off social media, some players embrace it and try and, you try to do the banter thing and take the mickey out of it. Is it hard to?
It's not hard. If you don't want to read it, you don't click on it. Like most of those messages and stuff are on Twitter. It's all on your feed, so I just scroll. I don't really look at many of them at all. And it's the same with Instagram. There's messages and stuff that they can request to message you, but you don't have to look at it. So it's up to the person what they want to do, I suppose. But yeah, I don't really read most of them.
Onto the footy though, it was a great performance other than kicking goals. You guys, that was a smashing. So you must take a lot of positives out of that performance.
Yeah, definitely. I think we spoke after the game and said that was the one thing that let us down, our finishing. But all our key statistical areas that we want to finish in the positive on, we did so. So it was a really good performance. We had a patch in the third that wasn't our best footy. I think they had seven scoring shots in the third and 11 for the day. So if we could tidy that up a little bit, it would have been a really clinical performance. But yeah, we'll certainly take some positives away, but we'll move on pretty quick. We've only got 6 days from our last game, so it's only, 4 days now until Port Adelaide, who are top of the ladder. So we'll move on pretty quick.
Yeah, I mean, is that feeling that this is next level this weekend?
I think it's a very cliche thing to say, but this year it is 1 week at a time, and we were really focused on beating the Crows and what we had to do to beat them, and now we're really focused on playing Port and trying to get the right result there. So I wouldn't say it's a level up. Every AFL team's got some quality talent and can play some brilliant football at times. So they're playing really good though. They're probably in the most informed team in the competition. So I suppose they're playing better footy, but certainly Crows would be capable of playing great footy as we saw in the third quarter. So yeah, we'll go through the process of what we have to do to try and get the right result, and look forward to going out against the informed team.
What do you make of discussions around the AFL that the game itself's just tending to be a bit too negative at the moment? Like, it doesn't look like you guys approach it that way, but there's a growing sentiment that it's going that way at the moment.
Yeah, I don't pay too much attention to it. I'm a player in the game and leave that stuff to the experts and I suppose the rules committee. I love watching footy, love playing footy, and whatever they decide, I'll obviously just go with. So for me, I haven't put too much thought into it, and as I said, I love watching games of footy. So for me, I've really enjoyed it being back and still enjoy watching footy at the moment. I've seen no big issue with it. Obviously people have different opinions, but as a lover of the game, I just enjoy watching the footy.
But you guys seem to be taking the game on even more this year. And I saw a stat before the game on yourself. You've had more scoring involvements per quarter or whatever. So there seems to be a push to attack. Not just hold out for a low scoring win.
Yeah, I think that's part of our game plan. We want to be an exciting brand. We want to kick lots of goals, which we could have on the weekend, but we didn't. But yeah, I think that's a part of our game plan to try and score. We want to be a pretty high scoring team, but we also want to be really good defensively. So I think most people would say that, and at times opposition teams defend really well, or our ball use might be off and we don't score as much as we would like, but it's certainly our goal to kick as many goals as possible.
There's now talk that we've had this Queensland hub and what's going on in Victoria, no one really knows what's going on, but there might be a chance that you guys might have to play a long amount of games in New South Wales or something along those lines. Obviously you won't have to go to Perth or Adelaide because you've now played those teams. Are you guys preparing for the possibility that you might have to spend some time away from home somewhere?
Yeah, I think it's all happened relatively quickly and it's changing every day, so we're not exactly sure what's going to happen or what's going on, but I know that we'll be ready to roll with the punches. From a personal point of view, the game's given me so much, AFL, and this year it's probably our time to give back a little bit to the game, and so if that's spending 4 or 5 weeks away at a time, I know that I'm prepared to do that. I know everyone's in different circumstances, but footy's given me the lifestyle and my living, I suppose, for sort of 9-10 years now, and love the game. So if I can give back and whatever I've got to do to help out the game, I'll do. So yeah, if that's living in a hub for 5 weeks and then come back here for a bit and then go somewhere else, then that's what I'll do. And I'm sure our club has a similar approach. We want to get a season done and willing to do what we can to do that.
The Queensland government obviously has concerns about Queensland teams playing Victorian teams. Do you have a concern about playing a team from Victoria at the moment?
Nah, I don't, but I understand the government's position as well. It's always changing, and there are a lot of cases and stuff in Victoria. I'm no health expert or anything, but fully understand why the government would say that and put those measures in place. So obviously there's a big element of health and safety and whatnot for everyone, and it's not just about football at the moment. So yeah, I can understand their decision.
I was going to say Port, I guess they've handled the hub situation really well compared to, like Adelaide and the 2 teams from WA. What is it about them, do you think, that makes them sort of where they are, and sort of how can you guys, sort of end that run?
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing in the hub, but they're doing it pretty well. So I think they're just playing some really exciting footy. I haven't had a chance to look too much into them this early in the week, so over the next couple of days we'll do a bit more on the oppo and get to know their game plan a bit more. And but even from playing them in the Marsh series earlier in the season, they were hard to play against. Defensively they set up really well and stopped a lot of our attacks, and they were able to move the ball freely and through the corridor quite a bit. They've got some guys in really good form that are up and about and playing some great footy, so there'll certainly be some challenges there, but yeah, I'm not too sure what we'll do yet. We'll have to wait and see.
It's a bit of sour grapes from the Victorian clubs. It's a suggestion that this season there's an asterisk on it just because if you look at the ladder at the moment, it's
I don't know if it's sour grapes. I haven't really bought into too much of the chatter about that. I think whoever wins it this year has done extremely well. There's so many challenges and ups and downs, and you play at home for 4 weeks, or like West Coast will do, they play away for sort of 4 or 5 weeks and then go home and play 7 in a row. Yeah, I think it's such a strange year, but I certainly don't think there'll be an asterisk. Whoever wins it has done an amazing job. So yeah, I'm looking forward to hopefully getting through the season and seeing who can be the premier at the end of the year. I don't think it's got an asterisk.
There was a report last night that Victorian clubs maybe see Charlie as gettable when his contract's up, and that they're all sniffing around. You would love to obviously see Charlie stick around here long term, I imagine.
Yeah, absolutely. He's a superstar of the competition and probably the best small forward in the comp. So if teams aren't having a look at him, then they're probably not doing their job. He's a superstar. Is he out of contract at the end of the year?
I think at the end of next year.
End of next year, yeah. Look, from what I can tell, he loves Brisbane. He loves the boys. He seems extremely happy at the footy club. He's pretty settled here, so yeah. Hopefully, for our sake, he's here for a long, long time, and he's playing some great footy. So hopefully, it's the best spot for him in Brisbane.
I just wanted to ask one more. You're sitting on top of the Coaches Award, which is obviously great. But there's an 18-year-old kid right behind you, one vote behind, that 3 10s in a row. Not bad, is it?
It's a good effort, isn't it? Yeah, he's playing some really good footy. It's impressive to see for an 18-year-old to come in and play the way he has in his first 4 games of AFL. I haven't had a chance to watch heaps of Gold Coast games. I've seen a little bit, but from what I've seen, he looks pretty special. I saw something, it's Josh Kennedy's the only other one to have done it, 3 10s in a row, so yeah, it's a credit to him and the way he's going about it. It seems like an impressive kid.
What happens if at the end of the year maybe a Brownlow count between you and a 10-year-old? Would you be a bit shocked about that, or excited about that, or just that you're in that conversation as well? I mean, after your performance last season.
What are we, 4 rounds into 17, so a long way to go. We might both be near the bottom of the leaderboard by the end of it, who knows? We'll wait and see.